Hey everyone, just another Tesla guy here. Back at it again with Tesla 12.5. This time it's all local streets. There's no highway because I know version 12.5 hasn't brought out the updated highway stack yet. So just going to test it out on the streets and see how it performs. Alright, let's get started. Engaging full self-driving. Blinkers on. Okay. Decide to go, and I think it sees a car, so it's gonna be waiting a little bit for this car to go first before it proceeds. Yep. Okay, we can go. Perfect. Right. Some cones here. Oh, I don't know why I got hard stop here. There's you can go. All right, I'm just gonna go for it. I don't know why it just stopped right there at the cone. That was a really hard stop. All right, let's re-engage. All right, so that was one disengagement due to just it's stopping right there at the cone. There is a event at the Red Bull Arena, so they are putting up cones here to for parking. But I thought it could have navigate around the cones and then go through, but just hard stop right there. And good thing it let the other car pass it first before it proceeded to get out of the streets, get out of the spot, or else the guy might have just hit me because it just slammed on his brake right at the cone, which it didn't need to do that. But one disengagement already right here. Should have just messaged that to Tesla when I got a chance, but guess not. All right, so there are a couple locations here, and let's proceed. All right, moving over here. All right, but thank you for all the support from my last video. But yes, as there isn't any highway stack being updated, not gonna try the highway this time until it gets updated. So here's all the local streets, and just see how it performs. All right, let's go. All right, and I really enjoy this new update because, again, just not having to use my hands on the steering wheel, just being hands-free, just staring out has been great. Right. Need to make a right turn here. Okay, good job so far. Get all the way over to the left lane to make a left turn. Let's see. That is good. That was good. Proceeded and moved over 4 lanes, 3 lanes. So that was good. There were no cars, so that definitely made it a lot easier. Just want to see how it would have done that if there were cars, but it was empty. But that was pretty good that it could move over 4 lanes and make it to the left turn. All right, let's make this left turn. Okay. Love the roads here in New Jersey. All right, let me get ready to edit the trip because I can remove the location. Okay, waiting for this truck to make a left turn here, which is a one-way. I'm not sure how I can make that left turn. Okay, guess not. Let's go. So it wasn't making that left turn. All right. Okay. It's doing a good job so far. Guess once we make the right turn at the stop sign, I can remove the location. I think we're just waiting for the traffic light. All right, but it's been doing great so far. Some of my comments on my last video. Thank you again for all the support. Someone was asking about why did I intervene when the car is going slower, going at the speed limit when every other car is going faster. Yes, the car is doing as intended. It's following the speed limit, which is great. But if there were cars that are going ahead of me and they're going faster, I would want the car to go faster to keep up with the flow of traffic, because I don't want to be a liability to all the cars around me, because they're probably expecting me to go at the same speed limit as them. So in those scenarios, I would prefer the car to just follow the flow of traffic, even if it's going above the speed limit. Because everyone else is doing it. If I'm going slower, that's when I become a liability to them. All right, stop sign here to make a right turn. All right, perfect. So let's remove this location and let it reroute. These roads, my goodness. All right, doing a good job. In these narrow roads right here, doesn't avoid these potholes. Maybe the next few updates. All right, stop sign here. Okay, good job at that stop sign. Don't need to slow down. The car's waiting for us. Okay, look at all these bumps on the road here. You just move over a little bit because there's two lanes here and there's some cars that are trying to make a right turn here while we need to go straight. So I disengage, you just kind of move over a little bit to the right side because there is no lane markers here. So the car probably thinks this is one Y lane, but there are a couple cars here. So I'm just gonna disengage because I wanted the car to move over so then there's space for the cars to the right side of me. Didn't really need to do it, but it's courtesy. Right, just gonna go forward and then engage. All right, need to make a right turn here. But yes, if there are no lane markers, it's definitely much harder for the car to figure out what to do because it wants to stay center in the lane. All right, it's proceeding. Okay, we're clear. Need to make a left turn here. All right, that was good. That was impressive. That was good. Make a right turn, just immediately make a left turn. 9 minutes till I get to the next location, so I'm just gonna wait a little bit before I get ready to edit the trip. All right, let's see right here. Okay, Cars getting out the parking lot, cars going into a parking lot. I feel definitely a lot more things happening when you're on the streets versus the highway. So for the car to navigate through all of this, be aware of its surrounding, it's really impressive that there's times it can see things or see all the things, and I'm just, as a driver, just focused straight ahead, and maybe I could have missed something on my left or missed something on my right, but the car sees it all, which is great. Okay, need to make a right turn here. It's gonna be a busy intersection right here. Just creeping forward a little bit. Okay, just after these next two cars should be good to go. Perfect. Okay, just moving over to another lane. I do have minimal lane change turned off, and I'm in the assertive setting right here. And I just want minimal lane change turned on, mainly because it sometimes just randomly make lane changes for the, I think it's doing it because the cars in my lane are going a little bit too slow, so it's moving over to a faster lane. But I don't really need that. It's not like the other lane, it's moving that much faster. And I just don't anticipate it making a lane change, so I wish that there's an option to have a lane change turn on by default. All right, let's see what will happen here. There's a truck next to me. Okay, it slowed down to let the truck move. Okay, so we need to be on the right side here, it seems like. Okay, never mind. All right, good job so far. Moving over here, because we need to make a left turn up ahead. Okay, now I gotta wait for this light. But yes, as I was saying before, I want minimal lane change turned on. We can move a little further up to the limit line. You just move, push on the pedal a little bit just for it to move up. Don't really need to do it, but user preference. But yes, as I was saying, I really, again, minimal lane change is more of a user preference. I just don't want it to make lane changes because of it going, the cars in front of me going 1 mile lower than the speed limit. So which is why I wish there was an option to turn on minimal lane change by default, so I don't have to remember to turn it on every time. And it's fine on the streets, which I realize it's when it's on the freeway or on the using the version 12 stack on a highway is when it makes those lane changes more frequently. And it usually makes it onto a lane that ends and will require me to merge back into the current lane that I am on. Which is, so for sure, I don't really want that at all. All right, should be getting close to the next destination here. Just edit the trip so I can get ready to remove it. Okay. So far there has been 2 disengagement. One was just really, it just got stuck there because the traffic cone probably just scared it or something and it didn't know what to do. Second one was I disengaged just to give the cars next to me a little room. Didn't really need to do that one because it seemed like the car still made it through without me disengaging, but just want to be courtesy about that. So right here I'm going a little bit too slow, so I'm just going to push it up a little bit to 40, 42, because I can't control the speed since it's using the auto max speed here. Yep, I'm still pushing it a little bit because there is a car behind me. Okay, let me let go, and all right, traffic light right here. Okay, speeding up here. Now this should be a single lane. I need to make a left turn up ahead. Alright, yep. On the auto max speed, I hate that you really can't control the speed, but that's the point of auto max speed. It's for the car to control the speed, not for us. Okay, can you make it? Yep. Alright, and no hesitation on that pedestrian crossing the street. No hesitation. Just went ahead and made the turn and completed its turn. So that was good. I was thinking it would have slammed on the brakes to let the pedestrian cross first. But no hesitation, it just went for it. Right, need to make a right turn here. Can probably just move over here, pull up there, and make the right turn. Since we can probably turn on red here. Yeah, I don't see the sign, so we should be able to have done that, but that's okay. I'll just remove it and let it reroute. Probably still gotta make the right turn anyway. Yeah, let's select that lane. Actually, let's select this one since there's a bit more turns here. See how it'll navigate. All right, make the right turn. Good job here. All right. Right, yeah, so I picked the location where there's a couple more turns left and right here. Just to see how it performs. Right, just waiting for this light to clear. My car is making some weird sounds up ahead. Yeah, this traffic light. I'm not sure what was that. At first I thought it was the motor spinning, so the car was trying to inch a little forward, but it stayed still. It didn't move. Alright. Making a right turn here. Slowing down for this turn. Okay, there's a double park truck here. Moves out to the left side, and great job. Right, stopping for this red light here. Right, great job so far. Great job at this location on this path so far. The truck being double parked did not scare anything. Just move over to the left side and move back. Very human-like behavior, so that's good to see. And of course, there are reports of it, being super smooth, super great. And then when I drive it here in New Jersey, I don't get that same experience of people getting it on the West Coast. And I'm not too upset about that. Like, I always feel like West Coast is better because that's where all the data is being trained from, versus here, not as much on the East Coast. So I'm never too upset that it doesn't feel as smooth or it's not as great as some people have it in the West Coast, because for this software to already do this much from what it was last year or even a few years before, it's already really impressive. Being able to just push a button on my steering wheel, hands not on my steering wheel, and just watch the car do everything. So every couple occasions where I need to supervise and manage it, that's fine. Okay, it went on to the other lane, which is fine because there's no cars there. So that's okay. But yes, for it to do all of this hands-free and me just pushing a button and having the car drive me everywhere, and I need to supervise it and disengage every couple of like maybe 5 times, maybe just make a random number up. So it's not too bad, I would say. And as my last video, there was 0 disengagement. Sure, it missed the exit, but it still got me to my location just fine. So yes, there's always going to be different experience with different people. So here's me testing it in New Jersey to see how it is. Is it really like a hands-free disengagement, super smooth? Smooth for this one? Yes, definitely smoother. Is it perfect? Probably not. Can I rely on it? Would I trust it with my eyes closed? As of right now, probably not. But it is very reliable, I would say 90% of the time. Okay, you can move over to the other lane. Just waiting for this car to turn. Okay. Speed bump. I don't know if it actually slowed down for that or if there was cars ahead of it, so it slowed down. I almost didn't even see that speed bump until I saw the sign, like right at the speed bump. All right, always stop sign. Let's go. Perfect. It didn't wait too long. It just stopped. The time it took me to like look at all 3 sides, it proceeded. So good job there. Another speed hump right here. Okay, it's slowing down. I think it actually does seize it and does slow down for it, so that's pretty good. I mean, it has done that in my previous videos, so not too surprised that it does it here, but glad it didn't get worse. All right, need to make a left turn here and then a right turn. Make it right, edit the trip here. Yep, the car is still making that weird sound up ahead, like right down there, and I'm not sure what's going on. I'm just waiting for this red light. And okay, the car is moving a little forward. Just inching forward. Okay, let's go. No, wow, no, do not do that. It just slowed down and braked. I had to push on the pedal for that because we were good to go. All right, let's make this turn and let's go ahead. Couple traffic light here. Yeah, that was not good. Don't slow down. if you're proceeding like that. So I did push on the pedal for it to go. And here I was saying that it's smooth. See, this is what I mean. I probably won't trust it to get me to my location with my eyes closed. But I guess eventually that's the goal, right? All right, let's relocate. Pay attention to the road. Okay, make a right turn here. We can turn here on red, and there are cars here, so it probably won't proceed, but it's inching forward. Okay, it's proceeding. Good job. Okay, and it needs to make a left turn on Broadway. Okay, and we are not gonna make the light. Yeah, I mean, yes, but yes, as I was saying, the main goal is to definitely get there as a robo-taxi and have it drive you hands-free without you supervising. That's the end goal. Are we getting close to there? I mean, first it went from applying pressure on the steering wheel to now being hands-free. That's already a big jump for me at least, in terms of comfort, because it just feels so liberating not having to apply force every few minutes. But it's a little, like I said, it's a little bit more sensitive, and it wants you to pay attention more frequently. So once you look away for a little bit longer than normal, it's going to ask you to pay attention. But of course, eventually the goal is to be hands-free and non-supervised. All right, let's go. We can go. We can go. Come on. All right, good job. All right, this is a straight path. Edit the trip here. Attention to the road. Not sure why it navigate me like. I mean, this is probably the quickest way to navigate here from a straight. Let's see if we can add some more location here for it to test some more, but it's been already 30 minutes, so I think we should be. That's a lot of trips right there. All right. Also, probably not going to edit this video because there isn't much for me to speed up here. It's all local streets. And 30 minutes drive, it's already quite a long drive. All right, and this car just decided to pass me. Just fine. All right, let me just remove this location here. All right, so I just need to drive straight, pay attention to the road. Yes. Yeah, right here, when there are, like here, where there are no lane markers and the street is this wide, everyone treats it as 2 lanes. But the car, I guess, is also treating it as 2 lanes. Because if it didn't, it would try to stay a little bit more center in the lane. So I think that's like the kind of hard parts for AI to kind of visualize, okay, if it's this wide, it's enough room for 2 cars, so let's treat it as 2 lanes. Here's a little bit more narrow. All right, let's go here. It's going above the speed limit. That's great. It's keeping up with flow of traffic, which is what I like, even if we're going past the speed limit and then it's breaking the law, but it's the safer thing to do because just don't want to be a liability to everyone else around me. Right, slowing down here. Okay, for this van to make a right turn. Alright, when it gets to here where there are 0 lane markers, but Tesla still visualized the markers here. Okay, let's go. Speed up a little bit. Big truck behind me. And you see this like open lane, no lane markers. Okay, the lane is closed. So let's see what we do. You have to make a left turn here, and I'm just gonna push. Just wait. No. Okay, I'm gonna disengage because cannot go there. At least I don't think so. Alright, re-engaging. So I don't think the car recognized that. Or maybe we were good to proceed anyway. But that was a disengagement. It didn't say road closed, it just say road work up ahead. But the police car was blocked there and it moved out afterwards. So I don't know. Maybe that's why the car decided to proceed forward. Making a right turn here. It's pretty narrow. Let's see. Okay. Right, so far 3 disengagement. 1 didn't really count, the middle one, to move over to give room to the car next to me. But the first one, and the last one. The first one, again, I just don't know why 1 cone just stopped it. Make it seem like all those reports on the Waymo car where people put a cone on top of the car and the car just completely stopped moving. That seemed to have affecting full self-driving this morning. And the third one was right here. I just don't know if the road was actually clear. Maybe we could have proceeded. But I disengaged to just wasn't sure. And every car ahead of me was making that left turn. Alright. Okay. Look at these bumpy roads right here. Not the best. Right, yeah, so this pretty just gonna probably not add any more stops because it has been quite a long drive already. You need to make a left turn here. Yeah, that motor sound is just freaky. Okay, we should be clear. Yeah. Good job. Pay attention to the road. Yep, I know. Alright, need to make a right turn here. All right, so far, this portion of the drive was because of the road closer that I just wasn't sure if we could actually proceed. We probably could have actually. I mean, there wasn't any sign that say the closer actually closed. It just said road work up ahead. Or I could have been wrong. I don't know at this point. But all right. So yeah, see here in the lane's definitely not wide enough for 2 lanes. But we need to make a left turn, so we're staying here on the left side, and a car started pulling here to the right side. So let's proceed forward a little bit, and we got a protected left turn. So let's turn right here. Okay. All right, slow down for this car. Yep, good job. Should see no problem getting it because it's just literally a straight line at this point. Probably can't cut through here like I wanted to do before because there's a park here. But yeah, I mean, it's back to the earlier question, does this feel like a smooth update? Yeah, I would say yes. It definitely feels smoother than the past few versions. Is it smooth 100% of the time? No, Pat. We're still not at that 100%. And I remember reading a report about software updates, getting everything to 100%. It's always the most difficult part. Like getting to 80%, 85%, not that difficult. Is that last 10% that takes a very long time. And I feel like we're at that part, the last 15% of getting it really smooth. All these edge cases scenarios, making sure the car does the correct things. And then you get to the part where, like, why are you braking when it's a cone? It makes it feel like it brings down the confidence level. It just brings it down and just makes people not confident. Like saying, if it can't get this simple thing correct, how do you expect it to drive across country? Type questions comes to mind. So those are, I guess more edge cases. But having a cone on the street, I don't actually consider it an edge case because construction happens all the time. So it's not really. But I'm not sure why it decided to stop right there, the cone blocking its way. There was more space on the left side for it to navigate through, but it didn't do that. But yes, I keep on derailing, but yes, back to the original question. It has been smoother. It's not smooth 100% of the time, but it's smoother during the times you do use it. So I would say it's a good update. And I just can't wait for the highway to get better. So definitely subscribe to see videos of that when it does release. Maybe 12.5.2, 12.5.3. Okay, we should be right, making a turn up ahead into the parking lot. All pilot completed. Press accelerator to resume. Okay. All right, it got me to the parking lot. I'm going to disengage here and then get to the spot. Great update so far. Let me know what you think about this drive down in the comments below.